Hey, what's going on, everyone? Happy holidays. Let me make sure I can see myself on YouTube and that the technology is working the way that it should. Wow, what an off season. What an end to the season. Okay. Um, Marmar contacted me 2 nights ago when Whittingham was announced as our head coach, and he said, "You gonna do a show?" And I was like, "Well, I'm just kind of pushing them out right now. I'm still on vacation mode right now." I mentioned it to the Dom father earlier. He said he's in the middle of a YouTube detox. He's spending too much time on panels with guys. All right, guys, I'm going to be brief. I'm going to play the intro. I have 3 talking points, and then I'm going to cede the mic to Marmar and the cavalry. And I'm going to be brief. This is the yellow and blue intro, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, everyone, welcome back to Big Discussions 76 Sports. My name is Dr. Anwar Yusuf Dunbar. I'm a Michigan alum. And leading up to this stream, I was thinking that since attending the University of Michigan starting in 1999, I've seen, 5 coaches? So Lloyd Carr was there when I started. Okay. He retired. Then Rich Rod, we had the Rich Rod experiment. Then we had the Brady Hoke experiment. Then we had the Jim Harbaugh 9 years, and then we just had the Sharon Moore experiment. So I've seen 5 coaches since I've been following the program pretty closely. So I'm going to be brief here. What an end to the off season. I'm sorry. What an end to the season. Okay. I think Johnny Olden Jr. Shout out to Johnny. I think he nailed it in terms of his assessment of Sharon. I'm not going to talk about Sharon a lot going forward. Marmar, I might even retire your Sharon Moore drops just out of respect. But I think Johnny hit the nail on the head. We had a playoff team if it was a young team, but if it was just coached a little bit better, that could have been a playoff team. And if Sharon's mind was just on football and not all the other stuff, and just tightening up the loose ends like the discipline and the tackling and the hallmarks that made our team successful from 2021 to 2023. If we had just had that coaching, this probably would have been a playoff team. Earlier today, I was thinking about the goal line stand in the Rose Bowl against Alabama. Most everybody focuses on the final play where Jalen Milroe tried to run the ball in the end zone. But I think the second play on that series in overtime was when Jalen Milroe threw the ball to Jermaine Burton near the pylon, and Quentin Johnson and Josh Wallace both wrapped Jermaine Burton up, at that goal line and tackled him. Fundamentals: tackling, blocking, no penalties. That's what our team missed this season. And bringing back play like that, fundamentally sound play like that, will put Michigan back in the playoff. All right, I just watched. And then the other thing is, you want a coach in here who's gonna be dedicated to getting the kids to play well, but also to get them to go to the NFL. Johnny covered that in his assessment, so I won't belabor that. So I did watch the Kyle Whittingham press conference. He said all the right things. He seems like a good guy. I wrote some notes here. He talked about retention, trying to keep the roster intact. I think that's one thing we're going to be looking at once the portal opens up: who's going to stay and who's going to go. So apparently he's been talking to Bryce already. He talked about running the ball and stopping the run. Whittingham talked about a family culture, keeping some of the coaches. I think everybody is hoping that he keeps Tony Alford, because Tony Alford recruited Savion Hyder, okay, and he coached Justice and Jordan Marshall last season. So you want to keep Tony Alford. So it sounds like he'll be really trying to do that. There's been a lot of speculation about Wink, whether or not he'll keep Wink, but I think Whittingham's bringing most of his own crew, most of his own coaches with him. So let's see, and relationships, and one of the reporters asked him about having an interim president, and I guess some ongoing investigation. So those are notes that I took from the Whittingham press conference. The Citrus Bowl, Texas is favored by 8. Biff Poggi is on record warning that there are going to be a lot of players who aren't going to play. Surprise, surprise. So it's in large part going to be an exhibition game. But I will attempt to do something post the Citrus Bowl. And that's where we are. I think that a lot of folks are disappointed that Michigan is not in the playoff. But okay, I'm frozen here on this end. I don't know if you guys can still see me. Just bear with me. My unit was a little glitchy yesterday. Okay, usually when this happens, okay, there I am. I'm back. So the link is there. I'm going to pin it. Whoever wants to come up can come up. Okay, that has been pinned to the chat. The link is pinned to the chat. Okay, JR Morris says you're good. Okay, yeah, I need to invest in a new unit. I'm going to go over my money tomorrow and think about getting a new unit. This one is not Windows 11 compatible, but the link is there. Marmar, anybody else, if you want to come up, JR Morris, if you want to come up. I think this whole thing, it really, when you're running an organization like this, you really need to hire the right people and make sure you have people in place that are going to keep the organization running the way it should be running. And I think that's a big takeaway here. What's going on, man? Happy holidays.
Hey, happy holidays. How y'all doing?
Good. Just getting over a little cold here, but I'm good. How about you?
Eat raw ginger. Yeah,
Raw
kill
ginger.
you. Yeah, it will
All right,
kill
man.
you.
What's your take on all this stuff? What you got?
I like him. And the reason why I like him, he's no nonsense. He's straight to the task. Let's go. That's what we need. I just want to put this in perspective. What he did at Utah was greatness. They call this man a Hall of Fame coach, caliber coach. Deion Sanders raved about him. When Deion Sanders raved about somebody, you gotta listen. He may not be getting the results on the field with his team, but when he giving other people credit, you gotta listen. All right. Now think of this. Just like I told JR in the comment. The stuff he did at Utah with lesser talent, he can emphasize at Michigan with better talent. That is dangerous. That's what we were trying to get Sharon Moore to do. And we couldn't get Sharon Moore to do that. So yeah, that's what I believe is about to happen with him coming to Michigan and the staff. It's all I think he hired a good staff. I feel sorry for Wink. Best of luck to him. Um, But yeah, I just think it's a great overall hire. It's good for Michigan to get out of the way of what's going on right now. Yeah, thank you for retiring that gaffe that you have of Sharon Moore. I told you.
We gonna
I
retire him
was
for now.
right. No, it ain't gonna come back because he ain't coming back. But I told you, I warned you.
Well, I'll tell you what. On X, man, folks were thanking what's her name, his executive assistant for getting Sharon ousted so we could get a better coach. A lot of folks are saying this is an upgrade. So,
Nah, I won't go that far, but it is an upgrade. So
okay,
let me hit you with a stat. Michigan is 179 in 21 season. Michigan is 179 and 89 losses. 179 win with 179 wins and 89 losses in 21 season. One coach is 177 and 88 in 21 season as a coach in 21 season. So Michigan matches identical to his record in 21 season. That's crazy.
okay. Wait a minute. Give me that stat one more time. In 21 seasons,
Michigan has won 179 and lost 89. In 21 season, Coach Whittingham is 177 and 88 in 21 seasons as a coach
okay,
at the same place.
okay.
That's crazy.
It is. So what? That's telling us that he's won games, but with lesser talent, right?
Yep.
Okay.
While Michigan had a Taliban and went that long with that many wins as the coach that just came in and took over the job.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
It is.
We should have way more wins than that. Being Michigan. Harbaugh got most of them wins up. In 9 seasons, Harbaugh won majority of them games. Harbaugh almost won 100 games.
Yeah, he did.
Being the Michigan coach.
Yeah, he did.
So he added to that 77. Wow. That's crazy.
So, Marmar, what do you think about the roster retention? You think he'll keep most of the group, or you think?
Yeah, I think he keep most of the group because listen. So let me tell you what happened. Why I moved this way. How we got here today. How we got here today is Big Poggi, Goofy Snow, went on that Texas podcast saying that, hey, we about to lose 25% of our 25 players. Because I can't pay them NIL. Ward said, we ain't got a coach to give you your NIL, but the coaches don't give you NIL. It was a ploy because he said he didn't know how many players was going to fly in Orlando with him. 25 players could sit out. That was on Tuesday. On Friday morning, on Thursday night, you got the hearing thing. And then on Friday morning, they got to moving quickly. And then by 5 p.m., he was the coach. Because they were going to wait on the board. But when Biff went and did that, it made the needle push.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the hire. Yeah, no nonsense. They won't be listening to music in practice no more.
Oh, so Marmar, so what kinds of things are you hearing were happening in practice on the Sharon?
People were late to the meetings. People showed up late to practice. People were just doing whatever they were doing because he was doing whatever he wanted to do. So when your leader ain't leading, well, guess who ain't gonna follow? Your students.
Okay.
You can't go into meetings and start crying like a little 2-year-old. If the pressure of the job was hard on you, you should have stepped down like a normal person would. Instead of creating more baggage for you that you kept piling on top of yourself. If you knew they wanted you out of that building, why you do stuff to detrimental yourself out that building? Make that make sense. These are high-paid, college-educated men. Don't matter the color. You gotta make better decisions. If you know they breathing down your neck, why you keep doing it? Especially at a place like Michigan. You know, eyes on you. What we doing, man? That's why we're here today. Because he wasn't focused. And you can see it on the field.
Well, sometimes you can see it on his face.
And standing up looking in the sky. Coach the football game. The sky ain't got nothing to do with it.
Okay. Ashwin, J.R. Morris says, Mar, I completely agree. I'm old enough to remember he was the guy I wanted Michigan to hire in 2007 and 2011. Okay, wow. Mitten May 313 says, Wink will get an NFL job. He says, Paige, yeah, I don't want to say her name. A lot of folks want to keep her anonymous at this point, anonymous. So I tried to
For
talk
what?
around it.
For what? Everybody know. Everybody know it.
Yeah, you're right.
You got when you got a problem, you run towards it. You don't run away from it. That's what Sharon Moore was doing. He had a problem. He kept running away from it instead of towards it and defeating it.
Yeah.
You got to defeat it. Yep, go ahead.
He says Biff self-sabotaged. Yeah,
Thank you.
Biff was politicking hard for the job.
Nah, self-sabotage when he went on that show, the Texas podcast with Mac Brown and Vince Young and another man, and got to run in his mouth. He self-sabotaged that. They was like after that,
Hello, JR. Happy holidays.
Hello,
JR. Happy holidays, you guys. Hope you guys had a great Christmas.
Yeah, it was good. So it's always too short, but it was good.
Wow.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a couple of dollars. Go give me a pop.
So JR, what do you think about all this?
A couple of dollars.
I've always admired Whit from afar, like I said, in the comments. In 2007 and 11, that's who I hoped Michigan had hired. He just runs a great program, but
just use my card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more curious on your guys' thoughts with Jay Hill. The rumored DC. Yep. Go ahead.
JR. So he is he a defensive coach or a defensive back coach, or is he the DC for BYU?
He's the DC for BYU.
All right. So since he's the DC for BYU, he gonna have that defense cooking.
Yeah.
Have it cooking. It's gonna look crazy because I watched BYU play defense. Did you see that show they put on the bowl game yesterday?
Yeah. Oh, I've watched them, all year.
I'm saying, did you see that they were down
Yep.
21 to what? 10?
Yeah.
They scored 15 points and shut down Georgia Tech. Georgia
Yep.
Tech,
0 points in the second half.
0.
Yeah.
What
He
you
made
think he about to
adjustments.
do? Yeah, what you think he about to do with that defense
Oh,
with Michigan?
that's what I keep saying.
With that type of athlete?
Yep. Absolutely. I was just curious if you guys felt the same way.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah, I
I
like
sure
him,
do.
but I'm still not sure on who he's bringing with OC. Everybody says Gary Beck or Jason Beck.
Yeah,
Excuse
he
me.
flew down there with him.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't hear that.
Do you guys know what kind of offense Whittingham runs?
Well,
A spread.
Whittingham's, yeah, he's
He
a
read a
defensive guy.
spread. Yeah, he read a spread. What he said at the press conference, a spread.
It'll be
But he want to
11
run.
personnel
Yeah, spread 11 personnel.
or 10 or 11 personnel. That's what he
Yeah, he
wants
want to
to.
run. Yeah, he want to run the ball too. He said, well,
Yep.
that's what we go. The ball gonna get ran.
Beck was what?
It,
He was at New Mexico the year before last, I think it was, and then
and they had a
Syracuse.
high power offense.
Yeah. So it'll be curious. There's going to be a lot of changes.
But it's gonna be changed for good.
Oh, absolutely. This team went 9-3 with no head coach. Basically, he'd been checked out for the whole year. So, if talent can get you
Yeah,
that, imagine what happens if you got coaching behind it.
and maximizing it.
Exactly. We'll see. But I like Witt. I don't know. Anwar, you haven't said much. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I gave my opening thoughts. At the beginning.
Facts, Mitten made.
Sorry.
Hey, shout out to my guy Mitten made. That's my brother, man. That's my guy. He from Detroit. Yeah, that's Mitten.
Adjustments in game
313.
with Jay
Yep.
Hill's known for it. Okay, if you go back and watch any of his games come halftime, especially, he changes his system, and he runs a 4-3 base. So
You like 4-3?
yeah, at the Big Ten level, you got to run a 4-3. That 3-3-5 or there was some other teams, Iowa State did it, and some of the other because they couldn't get the talent at the DNs. So you have heavier defensive ends, and then a huge nose tackle. Okay, when you run that 3-3-5, and and then you rely on your linebackers to fill the gaps, and I just don't think that translates at the Big Ten level.
Good point.
Okay, it's my personal belief on it, but to each their own. I mean, as fans, we're going to adapt and like whatever. But I think if you really look at that Jay Hill, it's more his stuff's hybrid. I mean, he adapts to the personnel and the scheme for that game.
Okay.
So
we're getting another Jussie Minner.
Yeah.
Okay, so we won't see all the relentless blitzing.
No, and I did look that up. Jay Hill's blitz rate is 27%. Okay, with lesser talent, and Winks was in the 40s.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, hopefully he can keep Bryce in there and Andrew Marsh.
Yeah.
And all those guys they had coming in here. Hopefully he can keep those guys on the roster. If anyone else
Anwar, touch base on, I don't mean to cut you off. He did sit down with Bryce.
Mm-hmm.
And Champion Circle had both of them signing autographs and stuff together. So he sat down with Bryce for 45 minutes. So he's building a rapport.
Yeah, I saw the same thing. I donate to that, but I'm not at that level to get the signed football. Okay, but yeah, I seen they were.
Facts.
Yeah, I give them $10 a month, so it's not like I have a whole lot, but I think you have to give $100 a month, and you could have got a signed football or you could by Bryce and Kyle.
Okay, yeah, I'm not there either. But
Yeah.
that'd be huge if we could keep them, because a lot of times, kids come to play for a specific coach.
Yep.
And when that coach goes, then they're like, okay, well, he's not here, so I'm going to go. So that's hard for kids sometimes. But if they love the school more than they love that coach, then we'll be in good shape.
Well,
Yep.
excuse me, but only 3 recruits backed out of their NIL commitments. I mean, that was pretty good compared to what happened with all these other coaches through this cycle that, were fired. Only 3,
Thank you, man.
So it could have been a lot worse. And granted, we could still lose some.
But I think when he fully break it down to the team, and if these boys are hungry like they say they are,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of them will stay. Even the recruits. He said he's gonna talk to the mothers, the fathers, the
Yeah.
families. He said it's gonna be a Ford family oriented type team. We ain't gonna be on that nonsense. Like I said, I want them to get rid of that rap music in practice.
Well, if you remember, Harbaugh never allowed that. That was Biff that came over in 2021 that got him to start allowing that.
Hey, you said what?
And Harbaugh never allowed music in practice. That was when he brought Biff along in 2021. Biff got him to change.
Oh, Biff
Let the
started that?
kids, yeah, let the kids be the kid. Let the young men be themselves. And
Okay.
but even at the pro level, you look, they all do it. That's just something you're trying to get them hyped up, I guess, and be comfortable and be themselves. I don't got a problem with it, but there comes a line when you're missing meetings or stuff like that. There's a whole different story.
Yeah, that's what they were. That's what was going on. They were missing meetings.
Yeah, I know. It's like, so
Ju-
we'll see.
Have any of you guys heard anything about Justice? Is it Justice coming back?
He should be flying down with the team in a couple of days.
There's been rumors. We'll see. I think it depends on his draft grade. Okay. There's companies out there that tell them what their draft grade is. So if he's looking at 4th or 5th round, he's probably going to come back because he'd make more money at Michigan next year than he would as a rookie.
Hey, we almost to a precipice of games. Wednesday is a good day.
Yep.
3:30, and then at 7:30 you got the Miami Ohio State game. What y'all
Yeah.
think about that?
Anwar, you first.
Well, Ohio State is not they're not invincible, and I'll be watching that game with curiosity myself.
Yeah.
See if Miami can pull that upset.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with him. I think both D lines are very good. O lines, guess I give a little bit more to Miami, but Ohio has more threats, so it should be. Hopefully, it's a good game. We'll see.
Yeah, that layoff to me is big. We see how rusty they are. Um, the other game is that day is Michigan, Texas. What would y'all like to see out of Michigan against Texas? Because we got majority of our people playing.
Well, that we know of.
Nah, they would have opted out already.
No, that's not true. That is not
Why isn't it?
true because maybe their payment doesn't hit till the 30th of the month. Okay, it depends on when they signed their NIL contracts last year. So we still don't know.
Well,
Okay.
shouldn't they? Well, now they getting their NIL now.
Well, no. This month would be their last payment. January would have been their first. So I watched a bunch of other games, Clemson, Penn State. You seen there was guys that dressed that didn't play, or guys that went
But
along.
they were play. They were playing in the. They were playing in that bowl. They were playing in that bowl. Man, the Pinstripe Bowl. I wasn't playing that either.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, they had 8 inches of
So I'm
snow.
saying the Michigan want. I believe the players want to play in this game
I'm with you.
because they want to beat. They want to beat Texas because of what happened last year.
Yep.
And like I said, they would have opted out already, just like any other team. They would not be. They wouldn't be in Florida.
I'm gonna wait till that morning and see the injury report and see who's on it.
Okay. So on the other side, Arch
I
is
feel it.
playing. So Arch is playing. I heard some other guys were opting out.
Yeah, they had like 25 or something so far.
Who? Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Texas. Michigan take about to look in their chops. About to put belt their ass.
Yeah.
They want to play. I'm just saying. The people that opted out they would already said it, just like Texas. They are opting out. They already opted out. So the people that are practicing right now are the people that's playing in the game.
I hope you're right. That'd be great. Only 3 people, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's just them 3.
Well, apparently the Michigan practices have been different under Biff than they were.
Yeah.
So the team is taking this game seriously, and they seem to be focused.
Yeah.
After what happened.
Yeah, they ready. We'll see a different Michigan team. Under Biff, oh yeah, they play hard.
Yeah.
So I know Derek's not playing, right? Derek
No.
opted out, right?
Barman, Derek, and who the heck was the third one?
Hottie.
Hottie. That's
Hey, you know who get a chance now? Nate Marshall, bro.
yeah.
He about to eat. That's what I tell y'all, man. We ain't gonna call the game of his life.
Oh, absolutely.
Why he gonna call the game of life? Because this is an audition for these coaches to stay retained. And
Yeah.
that's what I believe. This is an audition to Whittingham that, hey, we got it. Watch how we play, how we coach. This is an audition.
Did you see Wink's press conference today?
Yeah, he was emotional.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Yeah. It was, it was good, but he talked about like, hey, my wife's gonna probably have to move again. She, he got a little choked up, and just like I get it. I think it was him and Cole Sullivan.
It was Roder.
Or Rolder, I apologize. You're correct. Yep. They were at the podium.
So yeah, man, that's all right.
Yeah.
Maybe they might retain him. He don't know. Yeah, he can be an analyst.
For $2.5 million a year, I doubt that's what they're going to spend the staff salary pool on. Okay.
Yeah,
they
that's
didn't release those details. We didn't hear what the staff salary pool was.
Yeah.
Did you notice that Whittingham's title has a donor's names on it?
His what?
His they list his name. Get on the Michigan website, look at it. They listed his name.
And Ira,
somebody else.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, that's what it's all about. It's, who donates to what. So that tells me somebody else is paying the salary or something. So they got their name put there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, you're talking about the official name of the head coach?
Yes.
Okay. That was like that when Harbaugh took over.
Was it?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
the Nicky.
That's the
Nicky
people
and
that,
Ira.
that's what they use that on all the coaches,
Okay.
head coaches. Yep.
Because even Ward said it today when he announced him.
Yeah, I know, but Sharon was under them too.
Okay.
Yeah. For the new folks tuning in, please smash that like button. The link is the StreamYard link is pinned there to the chat. I'll go for a little bit longer. I'm on Sunday night. The game is on Wednesday, so I couldn't do this the pregame stream on Wednesday. But right now, Texas is picked to win by 8 points. But please consider smashing that like button and subscribing if you're not subscribed.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
I
call
think
it Kyle
I like the
Whittingham.
transfer.
They call it
Right there.
his title is Kyle Whittingham. And it's Jay, Ira, and Nikki Harris
Yeah,
family
yeah, yeah,
head
yeah,
football
yeah, yeah,
coach.
yeah.
Okay.
Jr. They
Yeah.
always named the coach. Lloyd Carr was under that name.
All right.
Moshe Vakala, yeah, all of them was under that. That's what they just use. I don't know who are they. I think they like the first donors or whatever.
Yeah, it
Okay.
must have been big time donors. Or
Yeah.
they must have given a substantial amount of money to the program.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll see.
So you guys talked about Ohio State and Miami just now. Who do you have winning the whole thing?
I got Georgia.
With more. I like Georgia. I don't know why. It just seems it's hard to bet against Kirby.
Okay.
Yeah, they went to the playoffs hot, and they needed this little rest. I think they'd be the most dangerous team in the playoff.
I mean, you can't count out Ohio State, Indiana, or Oregon for that fact. You know, if Oregon gets on a run, but the Indiana, that injury to the DN, we'll see. Does that affect the defense? But that pass rush was good, as we've seen in the Big Ten championship game.
Yeah, it seemed like all you have to do is get to saying with your front four.
I've been saying that all year.
Yeah.
You get pressure on that guy. I mean, Tom Brady, one that always said that. There's nothing worse than pressure up the middle. It just, it affects everything as far as a quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you guys neither you guys are picking Indiana and Mendoza and Signetti?
I'm not betting against them.
This is my thing. We don't know if I understand James Madison. I mean, Indiana is tough, but I don't like to bet against the board when his back is against the wall.
Are they physical enough at Alabama? That's my only question.
Yeah, they out physical with Oklahoma in the second half.
I think
They made them adjust them, but that made an adjustment. They made them adjustments though and shut Oklahoma down.
But since Mateer got hurt, that offense hasn't been the same.
I get it, but they were blowing them out 17-0. And if that receiver made the catch, it was over with. And then we'd be talking about the board being our coach.
Yeah.
That was how close he was to being our coach.
Yeah. Well, DeVore and Ryan Grubb made good adjustments in that game at halftime because they come out in the second half just wielding the ball all around the place. But I mean, I just feel like this is the year. Even Texas Tech, I think, is talented enough to win, but can they? You never know.
No, their offense ain't that good.
No, but that defense is really good.
Yeah, but your offense don't match your defense. What you gonna do? Especially in the playoff.
Yeah.
How you gonna keep up with Oregon if your offense stutters?
True. But I know Oregon put a lot of reserves in the second half, but boy, they didn't look good in the second half.
At all.
I like that Oregon quarterback, Dante Moore.
Dante Moore. There's a Michigan boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, apparently Harbaugh didn't want him.
Oh, yeah. There was a lot of things Harbaugh did. I think more yourself and me will all scratch our head over because it was things like that. You know, you could have had somebody like that, but you didn't.
Yeah, I did watch the Oregon Penn State game, and Moore played well in that game.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I was there for that one. Trust me. He played very
You
well.
were okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, for a while there, before when this first happened, I was rooting for Dillingham.
I think we
Why?
all were to a point.
Marmar said,
I
"Why?"
wasn't.
Well, more I'm with you. I wasn't sold
Hold
on
on.
him.
So this is my thing about Dillingham. He went 3-9, had the playoff run, and then go do another season like that. That we didn't want that at Michigan.
Nah. I think it
And then
was
he
the
got.
steam.
I didn't follow this team. I didn't care. I
Yeah.
knew Dillingham wasn't a fit for Michigan because the question I posed to the fan base is, could he be in 2 minutes with 2 minutes left in the Ohio State game? Could he call plays or whoever he had as an OC call plays to get the ball down the field and win the game? And my answer was hell no. Because
That's a
guess what? He had a team to beat Arizona this year. Arizona was the third to the fourth bottom of the Big 12. And they got blew out by the Arizona at home, at their house.
yeah.
So I said, no to Dilly. No, no. Mm-mm. They would have been a disaster.
Did you want
We
him
would have
and
been.
more?
Yeah, I liked his intensity, man. I like the speeches and the yeah. I don't know what, but
I think he had a high
Marmar knows
ceiling.
better. Marmar knows
Them,
better.
them,
So
them
Yeah.
kid, them kids would have ran over the Dilly. He's 33 years old. They would have ran all over him.
35. 35.
Yeah, he would have got ran all over, man.
Maybe
yeah,
you're
maybe
right.
at this point we didn't need another young coach.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what I said too. We don't need a young coach. We need a grown man that's going to establish and still discipline, morals, value, and respect for you, not only for yourself, but for your team and others.
Fair.
And Willingham has proven record that he did that.
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently, he's going to bring in some more Samoan players.
Yeah.
We want to get some Samoan players
Oh,
on our roster.
hold on.
What?
Samoan players. Listen, they play with more tenacity. It's like a Mexican at work. Samoan players play with more tenacity. Troy Polamalu. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Eric Weddle played under him. No, he's not Samoan, but Eric Weddle had nothing but tenacity.
That's what I'm saying. Like Malachi Lee about to be a beast under Kyle Whittingham.
Yeah. I'm just
You see,
curious on the staff.
you see what listen, when Roman Wilson, the Hawaiian, came from Hawaii. You see what he did? He was a dog. They just play different. And if your whole line, or deep, you got a couple on the defensive line, we gonna be dogs. I just can't wait to see what he does for us. It's about to be we about to be in these videos like, yo, Whittingham did it. Me and my girl going to the Oklahoma game.
Are you?
Yeah, we're going to the second game, and I guarantee you it's gonna be different than the one last year.
Well, it will be. It'll be a lot different this year or this coming year.
Yeah. Brano 2 times says, thank you for commenting. He says, Polynesians are tough and gritty.
No doubt.
Yep. Yes, they are.
Okay. So the portal opens up
January 2nd.
January 2nd.
January 2nd. Okay. Okay.
Now, you guys do all realize that means so January 2nd through January 16th, they can enter. It doesn't mean you have to pick a school during that time. You can technically be in there for a month or two.
And then come back to your school.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Hey, listen, after this bowl game, guess what happens?
What?
Winter practice.
yeah. Yeah, won't be
They
too
don't get
long.
they don't get no time off. So in 2.5 months, because I call this we already in January. We're about to be in January in a couple of days. So
Yeah.
2.5 months, 2.5 months we'll be at a spring game.
Yeah. Not far past that,
Yeah.
right? When's the spring game? April.
Usually April.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to go again this year.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to. I've got a concert.
Meet up Dr. Anwar.
All right.
Yeah. Like that's how far we are away from what's the face? The spring game. 3.5 months.
Yeah.
Did
Just a long 3.5 months.
Did they release the date yet?
No, I'm just saying in 3.5 months, the spring game will be there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying overall.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And then from 3 months from April, May, June, July, August, we'd be 4.5 months away from college football.
Yeah.
If we follow football, our year's gonna go quicker. Just imagine if we didn't follow this.
Yeah.
Our world will be slower.
Have you heard anything about another GM? I know I keep looking. I haven't seen anything official, but even rumors.
I heard a rumor about Courtney Morgan.
Yeah, but his son lives in Ann Arbor, correct?
Yeah, but okay.
So I heard that same rumor that it kind of felt like it got squashed because he was visiting his son.
Now, TJ said that, yeah, he may have been visiting his son, but he didn't spend just them 2 days and just visiting his son.
Yeah, okay.
He flew in right after the Oklahoma game. While you at Michigan, they said he was on campus.
Okay. I did hear they're going to keep Sean McGee though. It recruits families and everybody. Yeah.
They love him.
Yeah, they all love him. But his title is not GM if you actually look it up. He's like associate athletic director and something else.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you need a GM.
Correct.
Oh, well, that's why Courtney Morgan was there.
Yeah, well, he needs somebody to identify talent.
Hey, you pair Courtney Morgan with Kyle Whittingham? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I agree.
That is trouble.
And something happened between him and Harbaugh is why he left. I don't think we'll ever know that story.
Hey, does Harbaugh rub everybody the wrong way?
I think that's a Harbaugh thing. At least Jim.
Well, when he started, the prediction was after about 7 years, he would have worn everybody out.
Yeah, it was.
So apparently after 7 years.
He made it to 9.
If you remember the 49ers, when he was there,
he did the same thing. Yeah,
that was kind of what happened there.
Yeah, he cussed out York, the York family.
Yeah, which are from Ohio. They're actually the Bartlows. Eddie DeBartolo that used to own them went to jail for tax evasion, and the Yorks are like married relatives that took over the organization.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, and people don't realize that, but yeah, the Yorks and the Bartlows are actually family.
And Harbaugh rubbed him the wrong way because he went in the meeting. They wanted him to switch something up. He said "F you" and then walked out.
Yep.
That's Harbaugh for you.
Yeah, it is.
But that was younger Jim. Not now grandfatherly Jim. He's more grandfatherly.
You think?
Wears his glasses, a little more gray. You know.
Or did he just get a little older and more like I am?
Well, I mean, you can look at the pictures and see it. Like after COVID, yeah, he was different.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was different.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was different because his brother told him that you got to mature, man.
Stay off Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the quarterback. So assuming Bryce stays, isn't Davis transferring? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Mikey Key's technically still there.
Okay.
And well, Herb Street son's there as well. And then there is 2 quarterbacks as of right now coming in with the recruiting class.
Okay.
Still think they need to bring a veteran in, especially if they don't keep Mikey Keene.
Well, hopefully they still get a quarterback coach for Bryce.
Yeah, they bring one in.
Yeah,
But that guy supposed to be the guy Brett keep bringing in as a quarterback coach.
But now NCAA rules have changed. You can have unlimited analysts. You're only allowed so many on-field coaches, but you can have unlimited analysts that can work with your team. So everybody's worried about these, 11 on-field coaches, but you can have 30 up in the, quote-unquote analysts. Depends on what your budget is. So now that's a little more curious to me. How many analysts come along?
Okay.
And then still after that, supposedly the Iowa's linebacker coach.
Okay. So guys, at this point, we shouldn't have anything else with the NCAA, right? We should be pretty clean going forward, right? No more.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
Investigations, no more drama there. Okay, so
in 21 seasons, Witt ain't had no problems.
No, and don't expect him to say a whole lot either. He man a few words. So
he did say that at his press conference.
Yeah,
he said, "I'm a man of few words. I'm strictly business."
I've been talking to a lot of people from Utah and that, and they say, "Listen, you ain't."
He's strictly big. He gonna have to do those press conferences at Michigan, though.
No, he'll do his standard ones, but other than that, don't expect a whole lot of content from him. I think he was on Instagram once in the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't need our coaches on Instagram. You see how we're having the last one?
Yeah,
you see the last one.
Okay.
Yeah,
we don't
no
need
Instagram,
that.
no OnlyFans, no nothing.
No. Yeah, I'm praying for him, and I'm not throwing stones. That's wrong, but
he made his bed.
That's why, like I was telling my girl, I said, that hurt the whole city of Ann Arbor. You get to see it. That hurt Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor took a big blow with that one.
Yeah.
Forget the sign stealing and all that extra stuff. This was a big blow. This is bigger than all that. That's bigger than all that. Because he got fired for a scandal that they knew they was gonna blow up in the news, make podcasts, make every social media that's ever been made, news, national news, world news. Yeah, that was big.
But you know what kills me? The University of Ohio, the Bobcats, their coach did the same things, and it was with a
We're not gonna touch that. Hey, I'm not gonna touch that. I'm gonna leave that one alone, JR.
It wasn't as big of a deal in the major news there, was it?
Nah, it wasn't a big of a deal because
it's the name, the Michigan name.
No.
Yeah.
I'm a fair guy. And they didn't blow it up because he's the color of his skin, period.
Well,
he did the same thing. Hold on. His case is even worse than Sharon. Sharon was his assistant. This was a student. While he was married.
You realize how long he'd been put on leave and they wouldn't address the allegations?
You said what?
He'd been on leave for over a month before they fired him.
Who the
coach? Yeah. Exactly. But that wasn't that big of a deal, and I'm right there with you because of that one certain thing. Okay? Yep. I'm not gonna say it and get into it.
You was good. You could have said that. We speak the truth. We just speak the truth.
Well, this also happened at a worldwide university with a brand.
Yes.
Okay, hold on though. Okay, but if we're gonna, I'm not gonna do that. No, it don't matter where it happened at. So if I go rob a store and then the dude rob a store and we different color, that means he get less time than I do.
Or we need to exchange phone numbers, and I'll have this conversation all night with you because I'm right there with you. But you don't know what I've seen and what I've been through, but I agree with you 100%. But this isn't the time.
Anwar, no, Anwar. All right, Anwar. Yeah, I got
what?
you, JR. Anwar.
What?
So if me and JR go commit the same crime and he get less time than I did, is that fair?
Yeah.
No, it's not fair.
Okay, so because he had a big university and this dude at a little university, then they did the same exact thing while being married. That's not supposed to blow up. One is, the other one is because where they at. How's that even fair? The title of the place where you at shouldn't matter. The act that you did should be emphasized the same way that you emphasized the one guy. And because he had a smaller university. Well, Ohio, a big university. In my opinion.
Marmar, I mean, you got a rebuttal here from Gaming Grandpa. He says not everything is about race, people. Marmar, I mean, who cares what happens at Ohio University, honestly? Compared to Michigan or Ohio State or Penn State, Ohio University, who cares? I'm not dissing Ohio University. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying it's about race. I'm talking about how they hold one person accountable higher than the other person accountable. That's a fact. I'm not speaking lies, so I'm lying. So am I lying? Somebody tell me I'm lying. I'm a fair guy. I don't care. So I'm the guy that thinks outside the box. I'm the guy that thinks like that. And at the end of the day, if you're doing stuff like that, don't matter who you are, where you at, and where you come from, it still should be broadcast the same, brought up the same, be held in the same light. It don't matter. Y'all both were doing dumb stuff. While you got children and teammates and kids relying on you. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
I get it.
I hold everything on a Libra scale. Equally. 50-50. Because if you do something positive, 50% of that gonna come. If you do negative, you're gonna get the 50% of the negative. Equal on the Libra scale. We don't live by this thing. So you're gonna tell me you don't live by moral, you don't have a moral compass, you don't live by morals, value, and respect anymore. Them principles and principalities went out the window, not in me. That's why people get mad at me when I say, hey, when Donovan Edwards looked out his window and seen his coach going back and forth, and he was already going through a mental stage, mental episodes. That didn't even make it. That didn't make it much worse because he's telling these kids, "Hey, one thing," and then Donovan happened to look out his window one day and be like, "What is he doing?" And then he constantly keeps seeing it. Then he can't speak on it because either he get kicked off the team or be called crazy.
Okay.
So are we not living by standards anymore? Or are we just living because he was at Ohio University? It don't matter that much. But your act does.
Well,
Because
Gamer
of what it's
Grandpa
affecting.
says Marmar, Ohio U was not Michigan by a long shot. Nobody cares about Ohio U.
Okay, but you're missing the point. I'm talking about from a moral standpoint. Yes, from a moral standpoint. That don't matter no more?
It does.
No, it matters.
Okay. All right, so what's wrong with what I'm saying? Take the titles out of take the university, take the titles out of stuff. Because when we die, them titles don't matter. Your name, your first, your middle, and your last name, the day you was born and the day you died, is the only thing people gonna see on your tombstone. That's what I'm saying here. Take the titles out of stuff. Fuck the Michigan, excuse my French, forget the Michigan, forget the Ohio. Let's talk about the two men at these schools that did what they did. One got emphasized, the other didn't. Forget the titles. That don't mean nothing to me. Title don't mean nothing to me. That's why I keep saying. That's why I keep saying I think outside of the box. Because again, titles don't mean nothing. Money don't mean nothing. Material things don't mean nothing. None of that means nothing. But your respect, moral, and values, principles, and principality means something to me. That's what I'm saying here. I don't mean to cook on your show like that, doctor, but I had to.
No, man, go for it. Go for it. That's what you do. You cook. You like a chef.
Yeah.
I get you a hat. All right, guys.
Because Anwar, are we not missing that today in today's world? JR, are we not missing that in today's world? The five things I named, nobody has standards for themselves. They don't care. They don't care how they don't care how they look.
Everything is clickbait nowadays.
Yeah, everything is a clickbait. People think that the internet knows it all. No, they don't. God knows it all. That's why you know He's forever knowing. So since you know that you're gonna die, you're gonna take your last breath. Now every day is promised. And you living in a world with deceit. But if you outside the box and understand that, because like if the world ended today, I'm not running towards the chaos. I'm running to the woods, gather up some things, get me a fire going. Then I'm gonna get my little bow and arrow, guns together, all that. So if I do gotta go in the city, I'm ready to be able. I'm already equipped. I'm not running to. I run against the grain. Well, I'm gonna run towards it. Because everybody that's doing the same old thing, doing the same things every day that everybody is doing. Everybody want to make a hit. See, I want to see people offer to pay me to do these shows sometimes, co-host or do. I don't want the money. I just want to get on here and just have a good old conversation because we men, we don't get a space to vent like women do. Um, and we just get on here and talk sports. See, it's not back in the day in the neighborhood when we was growing up before these type of phones or anything like this. We used to just sit around and just have young men talk and talk about future, what we wanted to be. That's what we doing today. It's just emphasized on the YouTube channel. And that's what's going on here. So that's what I'm trying to do is give people a moral compass to understand that titles don't mean anything. It may matter to people on Earth to the Earthlings, but it don't mean anything. At
All
the
right.
end of the day,
All right. Gaming Grandpa, you're going to try to keep us here all night. I'm going to read this one and then we're going to wrap up. He says, do you think if this was Harbaugh doing that crazy, CJR's laughing too?
Yeah.
He says, hold on, Barbara, hold on. Let me read it.
I'm
He says,
about to cook.
do you think,
Hold
do
on,
you
I'm
think
about,
if, hold on, let me read it. Let me read it. He says, do you think if this was Harbaugh doing that craziness, he's gone? Of course. It's terrible regardless. But you wanted to know why nothing was said about the Ohio situation. I agree it was worse.
I'm about to cook.
Hey,
So,
read the whole
hey,
comment.
Harbaugh had morals, moral compass, morals, value, and respect for himself, for his wife, for his children, not to be doing anything like that. So you
Hey,
can't use a what if
I
with
get you.
Harbaugh, because Harbaugh ain't never been in no. The only controversy Harbaugh been in is him not giving a fuck what somebody else saying.
But hey, Sharon had morals. They just weren't what everybody else's were, okay?
Now he didn't have morals at all.
Hey, those were his morals, but hey, whatever. He's got to answer those, for those consequences. We've all been around people like this our whole life. I work with two different
And then you get away from people like that. You don't hang around people like that
You get away.
because because I know because your mama taught you morals and she always gave you that talking. You do not hang around people like that, young boy, young JR, young Anwar. You do not go around them. If I come around that corner in your car and I see you around them, I'm gonna whoop you right in front of them.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Anwar.
Anwar got many a whooping for that.
All right.
I did too.
Predictions.
All right. So guys, you have anything else?
Hey, Costa Lovin just scored a touchdown, bro. He a dog.
Oh, the Bears are on Sunday night.
Yeah, Costa Lovin is a dog.
He is.
Mason Graham.
That's why.
Too.
But you got to go get that boy that did committed from Texas Tech, the tight end, Moose.
Oh, yeah, he ain't coming back.
Now you flipping back. Kyle Whittingham put more tight ends than.
We're gonna do predictions.
Yeah, go ahead. My score is 31-28 Michigan.
Let's say Michigan 24-17.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with JR's score. That's about right.
I think they let Bryce let it loose in this game. What is there to lose?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, gentlemen, thank you. I'm gonna try to do a post game show. I'll be traveling that day. But I'll try to do something after the game when I get settled. Hopefully before the Ohio State game comes on.
You off work?
I'll be off, but I got to drive back to the DC area from Buffalo. So,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
You in DC still?
No, I'm in Buffalo right now.
Okay.
Ain't that's where you live?
That's where I'm from. I live in the DC area.
Oh, you was thugging back in the day in Buffalo. I knew it.
Nah, I was a sheltered kid in church every Sunday.
Me too.
Very well mannered.
Thank you. See, Anwar. Very well mannered. Don't you miss the kids? Don't do that these days.
Nah, they're a little different. Everything's a little different.
Hey, this generation is doomed.
They said that about us too, more. Okay.
Nah, we was getting ass whooping.
All of us.
Hey, we got that. People, they tell you can't whoop them now.
They gave us those ass whoopings because they said we were incorrigible. They couldn't, we weren't going to be anything. So every generation says something. But Amor,
Yeah.
Mar, Happy New Year. I hope you guys
Yeah,
have a
you
great.
too.
All right, JR, thank you for the support. Thanks for coming up.
Thank you. Go Blue.
Go Blue.
Go Blue. God bless y'all.
All right, Mr. Gourmet Chef, you got anything else?
Hold on, I said Whittingham was like getting that lead off triple. He's gonna beat Ryan Day. Ooh, do 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 do. I hear national championship soon. Michigan gonna be to the moon. Boom. We gonna be yelling, go blue. Let's go. I'm excited.
All right. Well, you're excited. If you're excited, I'm excited.
Yeah, you got to get excited for this one. And where your show's about to blow up with all the positive cut. You were like, man, Whittingham out here doing the thing. And we go 6-0 in our first 6 games. I believe we can. Because he been,
You
if you
know,
know, he be in every game to the finish.
well, you know, that's what I was worried about. I was worried about, okay, we gonna hit rock bottom. We gonna be covering the team that's like rebuilding from square one, but now we're not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We ain't got to worry about rebuilding every year because he's going to sustain stability.
Okay.
And that's what we've been missing since Harbaugh. Because you remember going and watching the game again with Harbaugh for the last 3 seasons, you were confident that we were going to win that game. You was confident. With Sharon Moore, you used to be biting in there.
Yeah. Thanks, J.R. Morris. Thank you for the $9.99 super chat. He says go blue. And then Casual Economist. Yeah, there are a couple. Yeah, there are a couple. I do sports too.
Yeah, you better tune in. We're going to be late to the man's show. Then come in to ask a question. No. All right, and word love, man.
All right, man. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good night.
The game is on. The game is on at 3:30.
On ABC.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Yep. Peace.
Talk to you soon. Peace. All right, everyone. That's all I've got. Yeah, the Citrus Bowl is on New Year's Eve at 3:30 on ABC. Be there, be square. Be there or be square. I'm going to try to do something once I get back and get settled. I'll probably have to stop off and watch the game somewhere in Pennsylvania. And Casual Economist says, I'm subbed to Love Your Science and main channel, normally in the replay gang. I appreciate that. The replay gang. Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah. I decided to see if I could do multiple channels, and it's a lot easier when you're working remotely. It's a little more difficult when you're commuting into the office every day. So let's see how much longer I can go with this. But thank you for stopping over here, Casual Economist. Colorado Patriot says, checked in late. I'll have to rewind. Yeah, we just talked about Whittingham and the bowl game and Sharon and the college football playoff field, and so we just tossed the ball around a little bit. All right, everyone, that's all I got. If you're watching on the playback, please like, share, and subscribe, or should I say, consider subscribing to the channel. Shout out to Bo Lytle. Respect is earned, and I will talk to you again soon. I think the program is now in a good place. All the NCAA stuff should be behind us. We have a solid coach now. Yeah, he's focused on roster retention. Hopefully he keeps Tony Alford. But I think the program, after this fiery finish to the season, and I'm saying that literally, I think the program is in good hands. Let's see. Span Marchiola says, What an inspiration to us over 65s, America's team, viewing with Whittingham. Okay. And Gaming Grandpa subscribed and shared. Thank you, Gaming Grandpa. Me and you were on the same page about why the Michigan thing was bigger than the Ohio thing. So I appreciate us being in solidarity there. Marmar felt his way about it, but me and you kind of agreed about why it was. And I mean, neither case was right. But a scandal at Michigan is much bigger than a scandal at Ohio University. All right, everybody. Go blue. As always, remember that your attitude determines your altitude. Always try to do your best. Take care, and I will talk to you the next time. Go blue. Bye-bye.